Very nice to see you again, Eamonn and Ruth, with your Wednesday morning this morning. Now, when she was younger, Amanda Seyfried was a mean girl. Then, mamma mia, she became miserable.
Oh.
Completely miserable.
Miz.
Absolutely. Which begs the question...
Which Amanda are we going to find in her new film? This is called A Million Ways to Die in the West. Well, let's have a look.
I have that skirt.
Oh, you do?
Mm-hmm.
The reason that's funny is because Albert, as we'll find out, is a sheep farmer, but she's still quite mean. You're still quite mean.
Yeah, no, I never change.
Never.
I had the most fun with this. There are no stakes. I mean, I can be as mean as I want with no consequences, and I have to be because I'm the catalyst to Albert's journey.
Yeah, so you, from what I understand, you were Albert's girlfriend, dumped him,
right?
Broke his heart, it seems, and then that was you with your new boyfriend. And then they challenges into a gun shootout.
Right.
That's the kind of premise of the story, really, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, there's a greater threat in the town, in the form of Liam Neeson. But right now, it's mainly just to show off in front of his ex-girlfriend, and it's like a big it's a man fight. It's silly. But I mean, it's really silly. It's
so
like,
would you?
Yes, but you see, the thing is, it doesn't look silly.
No,
the thing is, it looks... I mean, I love westerns. Right? Westerns are my thing. And this looks like a western. It feels like a western, but it is essentially updated, and you've kept the authenticity, but it's really funny.
You
it's
have
really
to.
modern.
In order, I mean, in a true comedy, you have to keep everything as grounded as possible with all these weird circumstances, and that's what Seth, went out to do, and he.
This is Seth MacFarlane, and a lot of people know him from Family Guy.
Yeah.
And that, what about that bear thing that piddles in
Ted.
the right? Ted, yes, that's that thing as well.
Which you're in, I think, the next one, aren't
You're
you?
talking about my future husband.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Kidding. Yeah, I'm doing Ted 2, but I have no idea what happens. So I don't know who I'm going to end up with, or if I end up with anybody at all. It could be a bear.
Could be the best.
Yes, but what you did, I mean, for Western buffs in this is on the Arizona-Utah desert. This is a place called Monument Valley, and this is the mecca for all Westerns, the great John Ford Westerns.
Yeah.
I went on a pilgrimage here. So I did.
What?
Yeah, they shot The Searchers there. They shot my favourite film of all time, She Wore a Yellow Ribbon. Did you ever see that?
I haven't.
You haven't lived.
Wait. You went.
I
on
went
a
to Monument
pilgrimage?
Valley. I camped out with the Indians there under the stars.
I know, it's
What?
Yes, it is the most magical place on earth.
Yeah, I bet it is. I mean,
how hot is it when you were filming?
Actually, when they did their whole Monument Valley week, when you see those big canyons and you think they're fake, they're not fake. There was a heat wave, and I thought someone was gonna really die.
Yeah.
I was worried for all of them that had to go out, but I think they got.
Liam Neeson would have been fine. There are a lot of cowboys from where he comes from, so he's.
Are there?
I love it. He plays Clinch Leatherwood.
Yeah, of course he does. Of course he does.
Liam Neeson.
Now, talking about clinches, Amanda, we're going to see Amanda here. There's a clinch here. We're just going to have a look at this, and tell me the story here about this particular passionate embrace.
It was one of my all-time lows.
Why?
Well, I had to put his mustache in my mouth.
Funny you should say that. So you had to... This was a cinematic first here. Basically, Neil there, you had to demonstrate your affections for him by...
Oh, she's going. She's going.
By sucking his mustache.
That's what he likes.
To suck his moustache.
I don't need to do anything but, moisten his facial hair because he did the rest all on his own, and that's the kind of guy Foy is.
Guess what your next
No,
job's going to be?
absolutely not.
No.
Listen,
Okay, it's pretty false anyway.
Well, at least if that's really false, you're in luck because I had to deal with real hair, like someone from probably a dead guy, like sewn together into this mesh.
And how many takes did you have to do with moustache sucking?
I don't know, but it was over 4 hours because something happened with the camera. So, he was like, Neil Patrick Harris was reading Gone Girl, the Gillian Flynn novel, and I was like sitting in bed just like, when are you gonna? I want to be done with this. It's the worst thing I've ever had to do in my life. But you know what? It's also maybe it'll go down in history.
Amanda, you have not... We last spoke to you a year ago on this programme.
Yeah.
You have not stopped ever since... I mean, I suppose since you were a child, really.
16.
Do you ever get any time off to go home?
So much time. I mean, every time I find myself back in the city, I go upstate. because I have a place up there in the country, and then I go home to Pennsylvania all the time. I see my grandmothers all the time.
I read somewhere about you that you collect stuffed animals.
I do. I haven't bought one in a
what
while,
kind
though.
of-
I have a baby horse. He's missing an ear.
A baby horse?
And how baby is this horse?
Like a miniature?
Like this big. Miniature horse. A miniature
Oh,
horse.
right.
A baby miniature horse.
Yes.
Died of natural causes. Missing an ear. And then I have a fox, a pygmy goat, really small.
We're talking about proper stuff like taxidermy
It's
animals,
actual taxidermy.
not toys.
No, not toys.
No.
Not just to be looked at. Sometimes, you know, a nice little pat.
We have a lovely little dog called Maggie, and I think when Maggie moves on to doggy heaven,
She won't.
no,
She's not gonna.
I thought I could get her stuffed, but my
I don't
wife's
think that's
not.
a good idea. It's not a good. I would never
No.
stuff my dog.
No,
No.
No. No, he's the love of my life. I wouldn't want to. It's a tease.
Oh, there's your dog.
That's
Oh.
Finn. That's Finley.
Oh, he's
you
gorgeous.
see your doggy. There's a collie in there somewhere. Is there? Like
He's
a last.
I don't know. He's an Australian Shepherd.
Yes, Shepherd. Yeah.
He's a Shepherd.
Oh, look
look.
at him.
He's the nicest guy. That's where I go every week.
That is a
That's where I
beautiful
go.
dog.
Massachusetts. He sits
See-
in a boat.
He sits in the
There's
boat.
got to be a picture of me. Probably not. But my boyfriend and I recently got a paddleboard, thanks to MRC, who did A Million Ways to Die in the West. And Finn gets on the paddleboard, and we paddle out into the lake, and he just sits on
The
it.
dog goes with you. I love
Oh,
it.
he's the best.
You
See
must
your
miss him.
dog. Our dog is your dog crossed with a sausage dog.
That's so nice.
That
Wait,
is-
how big?
How
then?
weird. It's about
she's
the size of a
little.
fox.
She's little.
That's
No
why I thought I could get her
way.
stuffed. You see, she's not.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
How old is she?
She's probably about 4.
Oh,
She's a rescue dog.
yeah, Finn's 4.5. I got him
Yeah.
on a movie set.
Incredible.
Maggie, huh?
So you're coming around to that way of
I gotta
thinking
see a
now.
picture.
That's good. We look forward to find out what way you die, or if she does die, in the West.
In the West.
At a cinema near everybody from Friday, Amanda.
Friday.
Yeah.
Yay, it's so funny. It's like the funniest thing.
I know
It is the funniest
Yeah,
thing.
I think everyone's dying sick, so we've seen lots of clips and things, and
Right.
it's very, very funny.
It's definitely raunchier than.
Well,
Yeah.
it's Seth
Friday.
MacFarlane, isn't it? Says
Seth
it all.
MacFarlane says
Amanda,
it all.
lovely talking to you.
Thanks for
Good
having
luck.
me.
Thank you
Good to
very
see
much.
again. Thank you.
Well, we made the most of her before she died in the West. You can see it at cinema near you from Friday. You can see us right after this short break. Don't go away.